All right, my people. It's good to talk again. Let's drive a little bit to the world of sports, soccer today. Um, I really feel so pity about Victor Osimhen, our own striker, Nigerian international, and the African best player. You see, sometimes things happen the way you don't understand. I don't know how it's going to be for our striker, Victor Osimhen. Really, at this very point, should we say he's out of contract or should we say he's out of club? Victor Osimhen has lost all the contracts that offered to sign him from Napoli, all the clubs that offered contract to sign him out of Napoli as his wish. He lost Chelsea because Chelsea was about to offer 4 million and agreed to add 4 million season in case if Chelsea qualified to Champions League. This was like an insult to Victor Osimhen. He never won such deal. As the best striker of Africa, he wanted a straight deal that favors him. So unfortunately, something happened yesterday that he drove with his agent to Saudi Arabia to sign for Al Ahly for the fee with around 55 billion naira. So Saudi Arabia club Al Ahly was about to offer 80 million euro. The 80 million euro was the sign-up fee that they wanted to pay to Napoli, but Napoli was asking for 85 million. So many people said, man, Napoli intentionally did that to just to humble Victor Sime, to bring him down. You understand? I don't know why they would want to do so for a player that suffered for them to raise their name and give them what they want throughout the season that he spent with them. Then another one is that Conte, the coach of Napoli, have signed Lukaku and offered the same jersey that Victor Sime is to be put in his normal jersey, that his top nine jersey has been given to Lukaku. You understand? Now, he couldn't sign Al Ahly anymore. He didn't sign Chelsea. He went back. His jersey has been given to Lukaku. Now, Lukaku replaces Victor Osimhen while he's still a Napoli striker. That's a painful one. Then the worst one is that the coach, the manager Conte, have dropped his squad for 2024 without Victor Osimhen. His name is not found there. So what is he going to do? Victor Osimhen is like going to sit on the bench, if possible, train with them and collect his salary. Receiving salary is not about what it's not what a player of his Victor Osimhen should be playing active football, both international matches, everything competition tournament, everything that Napoli is competing on. But at this very point, he's not making the squad anymore because he's not a favorite to the current coach who replaces him with Lukaku, the former Chelsea striker. Now he couldn't go to Chelsea because he feels the payment was too small and he doesn't want to go for a swap deal. He decided to go to Saudi Arabia as they offered a lot of money, a huge amount of money. But getting there, Napoli still rejects 80 million. They place him so on high that nobody could afford the money. You understand? So, as Napoli has dropped his name out of their squad, they should have accepted the 80 million. But they refused. They insisted the club should pay them 85 million. As I talk to you now, Victor Osimhen doesn't have a club, but he's a Napoli player. But he cannot play the first team because currently Lukaku has taken his place. And if we want to talk about this, if we really want to blame somebody, we'll blame everybody all around. Yes, what a word. I think I should start the blame from Victor Osimhen. Yes, ask me why. Osimhen should have accepted Chelsea contract because Chelsea is one of the English top club and Europe top club that would have given him a good and a life career that he won't forget because they had Didier Drogba then. He did very well. Players, so many African players have come to Chelsea and were successful, including John Mikel Obi, who tried to lobby to make him agree the deal with Chelsea. Mikel did in and out of the whole business, running up and down, promising Chelsea fans, promising himself that Victor Osimhen was signed for Chelsea. But at the end, Victor Osimhen rejected the deal, his agent, because they don't want a swap move. And that's a swap move, the payment to them is a very small payment. Now you you lost the one you have. And the one that came for you, almighty Chelsea, you lose them. You went to Saudi Arabia, you lose that one. Because Saudi Arabia, the only option they had was Victor Sime and the Tony, Van Tony from Brentford. So they've signed that one same yesterday about 46 million euro, right? Yes. And they accepted. The English club accepted full time. But what happened to Napoli when in case of Victor Sime? They rejected 80 million. My brother, if you could take, my people, if you can take two steps back to some years, three, four, five, you'll remember our one of our best striker then, the best forwarder for Nigeria then. Though he wasn't as hot as Victor Osimhen, but he was like the Ronaldo and the Messi of Nigeria. Talking about Peter Odewingi, the one that plays golf right now. Odewingi, this same similar thing happens to Odewingi when he was in West Brom. West Brom was to sign Odewingi to Queen's Park Rangers, but Odewingi decided to move to Queen's Park on himself by himself to go seal the contract because he was in haste of signing that deal. And the West Brom needed him for the next season, but he refused because the offer was much. Queen's Park was to make Odewingi one of the richest African best player or richest paid or highest paid player in Africa. Take that. So because of his hasty attitude, West Brom got angry and dropped him out of their squad. And Queen's Park rejected the same offer as West Brom added a lot of payment. So, and the season has just come to an end. Same as Osime. Odewingi was forced to train with the second division, second team at the same time. He didn't sign again as the transfer window has ended, just as the same with Osime's case.